I have lots in store for you today. I am very excited to tell you that I got my product purchase premiere pre-order. Does that make sense? I think that's what it's called. For those demonstrators that attended On Stage at Home about 2 weeks ago. So I have my copy of the celebration brochure for January and February, plus my copy of the mini catalog, and this will be going live in January, so I'm excited about that as well. So I'm going to start by showing you some of the products that will be coming, and then I've got a special free class announcement to make, and then we're going to do a cool project. I'm going to show you how to make what I call wine bottle tag, and that is super easy to make. I've made loads of them in the past, but haven't done it for a while. So I thought now's a good time. And with coronavirus, who knows? We may not be going to each other's homes to visit our family and friends, but there's nothing wrong with dropping off a little bottle of cheer to wish them well through the holidays anyways. So that's what I'm going to be showing you for the project a little bit later, but let's get started looking at a few of the products from the new celebration brochure and mini catalog. Both of these go live in January, but I'm able to give you a sneak peek with some of the products I was able to purchase since attending On Stage at Home. So if you recall, I had showed you this Dragonfly Garden bundle that is coming. Well, guess what? I was able to order some other coordinating products for that suite. So the Garden Wishes bundle coordinates lovely with that designer series paper and embellishments and things that come with the Dragonfly Garden bundle. So lots of fun coming with that. There are these darling Dandy Garden Memories and More note cards and envelopes. Let me open them up so you can see them better. But I love anything that makes my life a little bit easier and a little bit more efficient with my time for crafting, because the more efficient I am with my time, the more I can make, right? So lovely note cards and envelopes. I mean, honestly, you could slap a sentiment on here, maybe a few embellishments, a ribbon or bow, something like that, and send it off just as is. It's that pretty. Look, it even has a liner to the envelope. But of course, you can do so much more with our wonderful products and lots of layering, things like that. But to help you get a little fancier with those Dandy Garden note cards and envelopes that are already pre-printed, you might also like to add some of our, let me see if I can get it here. That's not the best way to show you, is it? Some of our Memories and More cards. Look, there's a bunch of fun stickers. More stickers to add. And of course, these are 4x6 and they are sized to, look at that one. Trying to get this just right with the light. They are sized to go with these note cards, but you can also use them for scrapbooking, for pocket page memory keeping. Got some great journaling cards, and then it also comes, and they're printed on both sides, and I believe you're getting 2 of each with different prints on each side. And then the same thing for these little 3x4 cards. Again, different print on each side. And there's many, 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 many more. All these. So lots and lots and lots. So I love creating with our memories and more products. And I use them for everything. I use them for cards. I use them, I like to do pocket memory keeping with pocket pages, just so that I can get more done, honestly. And look at these. Look at these laser cut images. You get 2 different sheets, and boy, can't we do some fun creating with these? Aren't those awesome? Okay, so that's more for that Dandy Garden suite. If you love butterflies, we have the Floating and Fluttering bundle. Who remembers our succulents from a few years ago? Oh, so super popular. And I don't know of anybody that didn't like them. I loved the succulent bundle we had. And I was so sure that it would be carried over to another catalog. It wasn't. I was completely wrong on that guess. And it's been several years since we've had those. But look at this. We've got another succulent bundle. This one's a little different, of course. We don't want to do exactly the same thing. But succulents are still so popular in real life plants, as well as home decor and all kinds of things. Okay, here's something totally, totally different than anything I've ever seen with Stampin' Up. The Many Messages stamp set with coordinating die. Now you're going to say, what's so special about that? Well, look at this. This is one, oops, pull that off. This is one stamp. It functions like a background stamp. And then the coordinating die, and notice I said die, not dies. It's one die all hooked together. So what you would do is stamp this all out, lay your die on top. I'll have to do it backwards, obviously, because we're not stamping. Lay it on there, and it's going to, you're going to stamp and punch all of these at once. Stamp and die cut. 2 steps. Stamp, die cut, and you will get all these amazing messages. How cool is that? You know, a lot of times I leave my cards blank when I'm making them, because maybe they could be used for several different reasons or occasions, and I'm not sure exactly how I will use them. So I'll just wait and I'll add a sentiment later. Well, wouldn't it be nice to have something like this where I can have a bunch of sentiments stamped, die cut, ready in a little basket, and I can just pull from them as needed? Oh, I'm thrilled about that. Okay, here's a tool that I am so excited about, and I have been waiting for Stampin' Up to get these. These are our blending brushes. Yay! A set of 3 blending brushes. Okay, super soft. Oh my gosh, super soft. I don't know if anything's softer. The bristles are so fine, and there's so many of them. But hang on, because on Wednesday evening on my business page, Stamp and Scrap with Mary Knabe, I will be demonstrating the brand new blending brushes. I'm going to show an emboss resist technique on Wednesday evening. And instead of using my usual sponges or sponge daubers, I'll be using the blending brushes. Super excited about those. You know, adding ink with sponges is awesome, but this is gives a much softer look when you're adding ink like that. Okay, we also have an amazing kit. First of all, the box alone looks pretty amazing to me. I love when we have cute boxes to store our cards and things in. And this one is called the You Are Amazing Project Kit. So it comes with the box and all kinds of card fronts, punched pieces, envelopes, die cuts. It's fabulous. And here's a little peek at some of the cards it makes. And then because it is a project kit, you can add, it does not come with a stamp set, but you can add the coordinating You Are Amazing stamp set. I think this kit is fabulous. Let me just open this up too. Where's my scissors? The colors are amazing. The colors are bright and beautiful and fun. Look at these. How's that for fun? And the back side of the card, some fun vellum pieces. We've got some of that Bermuda Bay with, look at the gold, shiny gold accents, not gold, shiny Bermuda Bay accents. I love too that, you know, you've got this fun print on the front of the card base, but then a bright color on the back. Granny Apple Green, we've got some pretty peacock, just great things. And of course, a fun stamp set. I mean, either one of these products can stand alone very well, but together, oh, the possibilities are endless. So can't wait to get started working on that. I will be doing a kit class in January featuring this and perhaps some other kits as well. And we'll get together by Zoom and I'll show you some alternate projects. Plus, when you buy that kit and that stamp set, that will give you enough to get a free celebration item in January or February. And so why not just show you a few celebration products? Approaching Perfection, how's that? What a fun way to tell someone that they are very special and that they are amazing. The corner bouquet is a little bit daunting to me, so I'm excited to start creating with this and seeing what I can do. The Darling Donkeys. Okay, I wasn't so sure about these guys when I first saw them, but gosh, the more I look, they really are darling. So I'm excited to do some creating, and unfortunately I can't show you the inside of the catalogs until they're live, but there's some cute samples in the celebration brochure for that. How about this one? Heal Your Heart. You know, I'm a quote girl, I'm a sentiment girl. These just speak to me. We're in this together. I can't promise to always fix your problems, but I can promise you won't ever face them alone. Oh, wonderful. Wish I could heal your heart. I don't know what I would do without you. Sorry for your loss. Thank you. So awesome. And who doesn't love, in addition to free stamps during celebration, who wouldn't love some wonderful, oh so ombre designer series paper in gorgeous, I'm trying to get the light, try that. Oops, you're not seeing it. There. Super fun colors. Look at that green. So you get a print on one side in one color and then a different color on the back. Same thing for the more plain without the print, just the ombre. One color on one side and a different color on the back. This is more pink. It's showing up kind of purpley. But anyways, so much fun. Great colors, Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, Granny Apple Green, and Rococo Rose. So much fun. And if you still love DSP as much as I do, and you love free DSP even more, you will want to place another $50 order during celebrations so that you can get the Flower and Field Designer Series paper. Something fun about this one, I'm trying to pull off the packaging, sorry. Something fun about this one is the black backgrounds in it. Look at this one. So fun with the black backgrounds. This actually reminds me of poppies too. We just had Veterans Day, and I know the Canadians had Remembrance Day last week, and poppies are part of that theme. Look at this one. And then how about this? A black background with, I guess that's either Bermuda Bay or Coastal Cabana, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just jade. I don't know. I haven't looked at the colors on the list. And of course, you know, on the packaging, on that label on the back of the DSP, it does tell you the Stampin' Up! Colors in that. How about this? The daisies on the black. Ah, love it. And then a fun green pattern. Here's some pretty, other pretty flowers. And some little a little tulip pattern on the back. Can you see that? I have it upside down. And then more clusters of flowers with a fun stripe on the back. So, how's that for a few good choices for celebration? And that's not all. There's even more choices for free product in the January-February celebration brochure. But I wasn't privy to all of that just yet. December 1st, demonstrators can pretty much pre-order anything from the celebration brochure and the January-June mini catalog. A couple more things from the January-June mini catalog. We do have a fun masculine suite, which, you know, everything is, what's the word? Versatile. So it doesn't have to be just masculine. But here is the paper. What's it called? Well Suited. And I've already seen some fun projects made with this suite. Pretty gray, another pretty plaid. Here's sort of just a plain grid. Can you see that? There you go. And then some dots. Gray dots. Here's a pretty floral. So you might not think of this as masculine, so maybe you want to use it for something else. How about this gray pinstripe? Does anybody remember the pinstripe suits that were so popular? I wonder if they're coming back. And speaking of suits, I wish my dad was alive because I would have so much fun creating for him with the suite. This is very unusual, but my dad, especially in this day and age, but my dad was a high school teacher for 33 years. And do you know he wore a shirt and tie and suit every day that he taught high school? I think that's pretty amazing. Very professional looking. And he always enjoyed dressing up. He worked for our church as well. So Dad was definitely a suit man when it came to work. But I wanted you to see the stamp set and dies that go with this. And there's all these fun pieces in the dies where you can make like suit lapels and ties, a pocket, even suspenders, a collar. Okay, so lots of fun coordinating pieces to play with. And of course, I always love twine. And here's in gray and navy. Now I have one last suite to show you, and I've saved this for last because of all the new products I have right now. This may just be my very favorite, and I'm also going to use it to create today's project. But this is the, I think it's called Floral Gallery, Fine Art Floral. I don't know what the suite is called, but it's got, let me show you this bundle first. The Art Gallery stamp set and coordinating dies. This die actually cuts out the words "just want to say," and then you can add some of the other sentiments to go with this. Just want to say thank you, just want to say best wishes, and a great layering 2-3 step stamping with this, which is really easy to do. And I have to say, don't shy away from 2 and 3 step stamping, because this is one of those sets that it's very easy to do the step stamping because it doesn't have to be perfect. This is very artsy. Look at this paper. None of that's perfect. It's almost like brush strokes and plaster looking, things like that. We do have this fun painted texture embossing folder. Look how fun that is going to be. It gives you that look of, say if you see like in an old Italian or Spanish style building, the texture on the walls, or many years ago, that was a popular home decor thing to do, the faux plastering in your homes. And then I have to show you, and don't go away, because we are going to be using some of this paper for our project that is coming up next. Look at the colors. Aren't they fabulous? And of course, I always love floral. I don't care if they're real flowers, artificial flowers, flowers on paper and photos, whatever. I always love flowers. So there's that. The back side has some watercolor wash and a pattern. Here's more, but even these flowers look kind of like plaster. Can you see that? And again, watercolor wash and a pattern on back. This one looks a little bit like wallpaper, I think. And more pattern on the back. How about this one? If you're into blues, this may be the one for you. Here's some more, a different kind of blue. Look at that. And again, that watercolor with plaster look on the back. And then this one. This might be my favorite in the whole DSP pack. And look at the color on that. Fun, huh? But before I put that sheet of DSP away, I have to show you, well, I'll quickly show you, we have a fun gold shimmery woven ribbon to go with that. But look at this. And I have to show you something super fun about this. We have, what is it called? The Golden Garden Designer Specialty Acetate. So it's just got gold images on one side, and the back side is silver. How cool is that? I love that they gave us the option of 2 different colors. Here's another one. And again, there's 3 sheets of the designer acetate, and on one side the images are gold, and the other side they are silver. Okay, remember I told you this was my favorite piece of designer series paper in the pack? Look at this, look what happens. Sarah Douglas, our CEO, showed this during our On Stage at Home, And I was like, okay, I have to have that. I mean, this is beautiful on its own, right? But look at this when you place that floral acetate on top of it. So this is what we're using because it's my favorite of everything I've shown you. Okay. Now, before I get to today's project, I have one more thing I want to tell you about. And I will be doing a, sorry, I just raised my chair, but I will be doing an email and a blog post, a Facebook post about this later today, but I want you to be the first to hear it. You know that we have been featuring some fun projects or products called the, lost my train of thought, Curvy Celebrations. Curvy Celebrations. So you can get, right now, customers, this will be in our new mini catalog, but not till January. But you can now get this quite curvy stamp set and the coordinating dies as a bundle. So you're getting 10% off both. You can purchase these right now before they go live in the new mini catalog in January. If you purchase this, I'm going to give you a free class. I will send you materials to make 6 cards and we'll meet up on Zoom. And don't worry if you can't make the Zoom meetup to make the cards together with me, because it will be recorded and I will post it. I may do a Facebook Live instead, just so everybody can see it, but let me think about that. It will either be Facebook Live or Zoom, but you'll get a free online class plus the products to make these. Now, if you've already purchased this from me, no worries, you'll still get that free class. And even if you're not sure, or you haven't purchased them, or maybe you purchased them from another demonstrator, your usual demonstrator, you're still welcome to join me for the online version, okay? Now, in addition to that, we also have, and this is an exclusive product, it's available now only. You won't see this in the coming catalog, the January to June catalog. But it is the Quite Christmas or Curvy Christmas stamp set. And you can use the curvy dies from that first bundle with the stamp set. And then in addition, we have the classic Christmas. Now I've used quite a bit of this, so let me just pull out some so you get an idea of what's in here. You can also purchase the Classic Christmas Designer Series paper. And it comes in cherry cobbler, shaded spruce, and crumb cake with fun prints and images. You can mix and match. Now, if you purchase the all 4 products, which is the best value, because Stampin' Up! Has it priced that all of the products are 10% off when you purchase them together. And I believe if you purchase all 4 of these products, you're not going to get just the one class that I'm giving you with Quite Curvy bundle. You're actually going to get 2 free classes. I'll design a second set. Actually, I've already designed for the classes. So how's that? $70 purchase, 2 free classes with that. So I will be advertising that later today and throughout the week, and you will have 1 week to register for those 2 free classes with the purchase of this bundle. Okay, it's time to do, oh, you want to see, I bet you want to see. Here's one of the cards you will make in that free class. Can you see that? How beautiful is that? And then how about if I show you one from the Christmas? Let's see, which one should I show you? I've already got them made up for you. How about this one. That's one you'll make with the quite curvy pre-class. Okay. Whew. I feel like that was the marathon of new product unveiling, but there'll be more new product after December 1st to show you. But I'm going to flip my camera around and I'm going to get started showing you today's project. I'm super excited about this, so thanks for hanging on with me. Here we go. You might want to close your eyes for a few seconds because I need to change some of the settings on my camera and put it in my other stand. Okay, so I'm going to do this first. And then I need to, oh, where are you? Do that. And now I'm ready to put it in my other stand. Okay, I think that's pretty good. All right, so I'm using this, and we're also going to be using the Art Gallery bundle. And I have to find my ribbon that I just tossed back here. I don't know what I did with that ribbon. Okay, I'm not putting my finger on. You've got to see it behind me. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, here's the ribbon. Because as I was showing you things, I was simply tossing them behind me and dropping them on the floor back there. So maybe I'll show you a snippet of that afterwards. Okay, as I said, coronavirus, boy, it's really changing life for us, and holidays will look different for many people. And I started thinking, okay, I wanted to show you how to make these wine tags, and I thought, you know what, are you even going to be going to people's homes? Do you really need a hostess gift to take? But I thought, well, it may not be a hostess gift to take if we're not able to gather for our usual holiday parties and family gatherings and reunions and parties, work parties, etc. But why not still give a little gift of cheer with a bottle of cheer and some sweet, darling, handmade tags on them. So I have wonderful neighbors. You may have heard me say that already. I was recently gone, and Adrian and Natalie on the one side of me, they were taking out my trash cans and bringing them in. I had several packages delivered that week I was gone, and I just gave them a code to my front door, and they would I said, just throw it in the front door. No, everything was neatly stacked up inside, not blocking the door when I came in, but they're really great. And on the other side, John and Kathy are the same way. We just all watch out for each other and help when we can. So I want to do a little something for them. We all are cautious about our get-togethers. We basically talk porch to porch or patio to patio or yard to yard. But I thought I do want to do something for them for the holidays. So for Thanksgiving, I thought I can give a really nice bottle of cheer or a delicious wine or something like that. So I've made this one for Thanksgiving. And this uses the Gilded Autumn suite, but I've added some DSP from that Beautiful World suite. And then this one I made for Christmas, and the background is just cardstock, cherry cobbler cardstock, and I stamped Joy on there in cherry cobbler ink. And all of these pieces come from, including the stamp set, come from the most recent paper pumpkin kit. So I like to be able to show you some alternate projects or do alternate projects when I pull out my paper pumpkin kits to complete. So there's 2 ideas, and I'm going to show you now how to make one of these wine bottle holders. And this one is going to be for my daughter Emily. The family is getting together on, on Saturday to celebrate her 24th birthday. She's actually 24 on Thursday. I know, I can't believe it. My kids are 24 and 29. How can that be when I'm only 35, right? I feel like 35 a lot of times, but then there are days I feel like I'm the 55 that I am. But I have awesome adult daughters, and they really fill me up. They are great people. So this was that acetate overlay, and you can see again the beautiful flowers with that plaster and paint look to it. I'm actually going to cut both of these pieces together, and I want these 4 inches wide. Now I typically, when I make my wine bottle tags, use 12 by 12 cardstock or 12 by 12 designer series paper. You don't necessarily have to use 12 by 12, but I like it because then I can get 3 out of 1 sheet. And again, I'm really efficient with my time. So I'm just going to cut this. I'm so tempted to just cut the rest and make 3 bottle tags, but I might want to use this for something else. So I'm going to hang on to that. Okay. And then, so now I have these 2 sheets that measure 4 inches by 12 inches. Now I'm going to separate them, and this time I'm going to make a score line, and I want this score line to be 3.5 inches from the top. Okay, 3.5 inches from the top. And I'm going to do the same with that piece of acetate, that overlay. Might need to press a little bit harder on the acetate. You know that our scoring works very well, so we don't ever want to press too hard when we're scoring our DSP or cardstock, because we don't want to tear the paper, which I haven't had a problem with this new paper trimmer / scorer. But you might need to press a little bit harder when you're doing the acetate, just because of the type of material it is. It's much thicker and stiffer. And then you just want to crease that. And I'm going to crease my DSP as well. And the next thing I'm going to do, and again, when I made the others, they're single sheets of cardstock and DSP. But because I'm using this acetate overlay, I want to work with both of these pieces at the same time. I'm going to now use, I'm going to make the hole, which is what I'll use as the means to hang my tag on the wine bottle. I'm using a 1.5 inch punch. I'm going to push it in as far as it goes. And then I just want to make sure I'm pretty centered left to right. Just do your best. It doesn't have to be exact eyeball it, you know, go ahead and eyeball it, which is what I usually do, but you want it centered. Again, my paper is pushed all the way into the punch until it cannot go any further. And you're going to punch that. This is a little hard and a little loud because of that acetate. And of course, save all those circles because you'll do something with them later. Here are the ones I had from earlier. And I have a little basket, a little bowl here that I save those pieces in, because sometimes that's just what I need to add a little bit to my cards. So honestly, that looks pretty just in and of itself, doesn't it? But now I want to, I just want to secure the acetate to the, where are my glue dots? To my DSP. So what I'm going to do is secure it at the circle. And normally I will say we are putting these glue dots where we won't see them. And I know you can see them now, but no worries, because we're going to cover those up. You know, I always like to hide things like that. Just makes things be more professional looking, more polished and more finished. With a polished finish, however you want to say that. Okay, so you're just going to line up the top and the sides, and then what I like to do is just put my 2 fingers in there, because those circles are the same size. That lines everything up. Now here's how I'm going to get that gold ring on the top. You'll want to definitely want to hear or see this. You're going to first punch the smaller circle, just like that. And you want to make sure you are punching in a way that you have enough around the outer edge to punch your ring. Again, that goes in my little basket to use on a project later, perhaps. Now I'm going to go in with my 2-inch circle punch. And I'm going to punch this ring. So the most important part of this is punch with the smaller punch first. Okay, smaller punch first. And then you'll be able to center that hole, that punch circle, with the larger one. And now I'm ready to add this. And because I'm adding this to acetate, I am going to be using my glue dots again. You can try the multi-purpose glue. It may take a while to dry. Or you can even use some Stampin' Seal Plus. I think that would work very well to adhere to the acetate. Tear and tape will also work very well as far as adhering to the acetate. Now I'm just going to put my fingers inside that hole and get that gold ring right around there. Isn't that pretty now? I love it. Pretty. Now I still have the rest of this to work with. Honestly, this is beautiful on its own, isn't it? But of course, I just have to do more than that. I do want to bring in this beautiful fine art ribbon. It's sort of like a natural or crumb cake color with gold fibers woven in. And what I'm going to do with this is, I'm going to do it this way. I just want to tie a pretty bow around here. And this is creating on the fly. I don't exactly know how this is going to turn out right now. I'm just kind of letting the creative juices flow, I'll say. And I haven't created anything with these new products that I just showed you. So this will be my first. Sharon, it is really pretty ribbon. I think I like it because it has that beautiful gold shine and shimmer to it, but it's not so overpowering. And there's a lot going on in this paper, in the acetate, in the ribbon. So I like that when I put all of these things together, one product or one element does not outdo the others. You know, when I tie bows, people are always like, oh, Mary, I can't make them like you. Yours are just so perfect. Well, you know what? They're not perfect when I start. I just make sure I give myself enough length that I can play with the loops and the tails until I have it the size I want, until the size of each loop matches or lines up well together. Of course, always trim your ends at an angle to make them look just a little prettier. And the other thing, if you trim your ends at an angle, it also helps cut down on any fraying of the ribbon. Okay. Sharon, that is a really good question. I would think we could color it, but how about if we just go ahead and try it right now and we can all see for ourselves. Let's see, what are the colors in this? I believe, I'm gonna look at the back of the packaging. Is that Calypso Coral? Oh, it's Flirty Flamingo. So let's try that. Let's just pull out a Flirty Flamingo Stampin' Blend. And remember, when you're coloring ribbon, you really want to use Stampin' Blends. Yes, you can use others, but when you use the Stampin' Blends, they're alcohol-based, so they absorb very quickly. The ink is absorbed very quickly, and it dries very quickly, okay? Dries very quickly. Give it a few seconds to dry, and then you'll be able to work with it without getting the ink all over your hands and your project. If you use Stampin' Right markers, which are water-based, it will come off when you're working with that colored ribbon. So there's the answer to your question. Nice, has a nice look to it. Ooh, love it. Look how pretty that would have been too. Oh, Sharon, I wish I saw your question before I tied that bow, but that's all right. I will remember that for another project. Okay, so now I feel like I need to do some stamping here. And I think I will, let's see here. I'm going to use this. And what do I want to go with that? And remember, we have these dies. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut a piece of cardstock that will accommodate this stamp. And watch what I'm going to do here. Hold on one second. So this is about, let's see, go ahead and measure it. So it's about 3 inches by 3. So I'm going to go just a little bit larger. I'm going to go with, I said 3, that's not correct. 2.5, I'll do 2.5 by 3 1/4, I think. And that's vanilla. And this is the white. So what did I say? 2.5 by 3 1/4. 2.5. I'm using up some scrap paper. I should say scrap cardstock. I was printing something on cardstock. So before I stamp, I want to make sure it fits nicely. It does. And then I want to put, I think I will put the Mossy Meadow cardstock behind that. Although oh yes, Mossy Meadow is on the list. So I'm going to cut a piece of Mossy Meadow cardstock that is just a little bit larger. I'm going to go 1/8 of an inch larger. So 2.5, so I want 2 5/8 by 3 3/8. Yep, perfect. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat. Thanks to all of you who have shared or are sharing now. I appreciate that so, so much. It really does make a difference. Not just that I'm grateful, but in my Facebook algorithms, things like that. And then they send more people to my blog or my Facebook page, or not blog, Facebook page. And then when people get accustomed to that, then they go to other places like my YouTube channel and Pinterest and my blog. All right, so I'm going to stamp with Mossy Meadow, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, but we don't want Mossy Meadow flowers, Mary. I don't either, but guess what? I learned this trick from our wonderful CEO of Stampin' Up, Sarah Douglas. She showed this at what? On stage. On stage at home. So we're going to stamp this in Flirty Flamingo. I'm trying to think what color would coordinate with Flirty Flamingo. And I've cleaned off my stamp. And now I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo. Okay, are you guys a neat stamper creator, or are you messy like me? You have stuff all over. I usually do clean up between projects, but it looks like a hot mess when I am creating a specific project. So I'm going to do that. And then over it, I think I'm going to go with, terracotta tile. Is that one? Yes, terracotta tile or Poppy Parade. Trying to think, which do you think would look better on there? I'm going to go with the terracotta tile. And yes, I talk to myself too when I stamp. As somebody once told me, well, you need expert advice, right? I'm using the wrong stamp. So I'm using this one over the top. I'm looking to see what else in here. And I can use, trying to see if there are others that go over the top here. I'm going to do this. So a little two-step stamping in there gives me a little more dimension as I'm creating. What I wanted to see is if this, not quite, no, okay. But I'm going to go ahead and add some this way as well. Okay. And now I'm going to use my cut and emboss machine to cut out the flowers here. Whoa, hot mess. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's messy. Let me move this up so you can see what I'm doing. I want to cut out these flowers. I'm not worried about the stem or anything like that, just those flowers. Put my second cutting plate on top, my clear plate on top. And then as Sarah Douglas showed me. Not just me, she wasn't working just for me, she was demonstrating for all of us. But sometimes it's fun to think she was talking just to me, right? And what I'm going to do is just trim away some of this. I'm kind of trimming away those stems also that you're seeing in between the flowers. And I'll put that there. That. Actually, I'm going to separate these. And the small one I think I'm just going to add with a glue dot, and the others I think I want to pop up with dimensionals. And it's okay to leave that white border around the flowers. All right, and let's put this together. I'll start with this little one and adhering it with a glue dot. I have to say, this is so much fun to work with new product. I'm always happy to be creating, but there's something about pulling out new product and using that for the first time. Another product that coordinates with this beautiful suite is called gold gilding. And it's just like this very thin, soft flakes of gold. I don't really know what to say that it's made of, but that will be one of the first things I buy with the December 1st pre-order, because I think it'll just be super fun. Okay, let's go ahead and add this to that piece of Mossy Meadow cardstock. By the way, I think my black work surface is working out better than my oh, I wanted to add happy birthday. Since this is for Emily, I probably should have stamped this before, but I think I can get away with it now. And I'm going back to my Flirty Flamingo, I think. Or maybe I should go to the terracotta. Let's do the terracotta tile. That'll pull out some more of the terracotta tile in the DSP as well. Oh, good. After all that work, I was hoping I wouldn't smudge it or do something crazy. I'm going to add this to my wine bottle tag with some dimensionals. By the way, it's Monday, so I would like you to think of this as Mail a Card Monday. or as I like to say, make someone's day, send a hand stamp card today. And look how pretty that is, okay? And I'm going to change one more thing about this. Where I have these little green, what I think are probably buds or little berries, something like that, I'm going to add an embellishment. And I think I will use, there's already a lot of gold going on in there, so I'm going to use some pearls, some of the large pearls on that spot. Those spots, I should say. Oops. And you see some green behind it, but that's okay. And if you wanted to color these pearls on here, I think that yellow would be pretty, the blues, you would just use your Stampin' Blends again, okay? Susan, that's awesome. You've mailed 14 cards today, and you've got 6 more for your overseas pen pals. I think that's really cool that you have pen pals. That's something I did as a kid, and oh, that's a great idea. I might talk to you about getting involved with that. I was looking to see, well, Bumblebee, as far as coloring these, Bumblebee, Flirty Flamingo, Merry Merlot, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, Pool Party, that could be fun, Pumpkin, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, So Saffron. Ooh, So Saffron. Let's go with the So Saffron. Now, normally, I would color these, whoops, because you see I just got some on the cardstock. Well, that's not bad. It is easier to color them when they are on, still on your sheet. I think I'm going to add this Mango Melody. Ooh, pretty. Love it. All right, what do you think? What do you think? I think that'll be fun. And you know, when we go to Emily's apartment, she has a small place, but I thought even this will serve as a nice, what do I say, like a table decoration. Instead of buying a bouquet of flowers to put in a vase, this can serve as a centerpiece on her table or her sofa table, something like that. Kitchen table, sofa table, you know, whatever. So I think it's very pretty. And again, I'll show you my others for the holidays. I love them all. What do you think? Do you have a favorite? Yes, something, oh, Patty, thanks so much. Yes, something made by mom. Love that. Love that. Something made by mom. Okay. I hope you have enjoyed today's presentation with all of the new products I've purchased, and that's just a tidbit, a tiny sampling of what is to come in January. And by the way, if you are not currently a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and have ever considered being one, whether it be to build a business, earn some extra income, or just to enjoy a discount, or just because you create so much you can't stop, now is a great time. It's always a great time to join Stampin' Up! And if you join now, this month, you will be able to take part in that Demonstrator pre-order beginning December 1st, meaning that you will be able to get to pre-order any of the products in the January to June mini catalog starting December 1st. And while you're making those pre-order purchases, you can also earn the celebration products free. So it's a great time to join. I would love to have you on my team. Unfortunately, we're not gathering in person right now, but we do meet monthly. We have a wonderful Facebook group where we do lots of sharing. I have creative challenges and people can win prizes, that sort of thing. So consider that, and also keep in mind that I will be putting out a notice for my 2 free classes to go that you have the opportunity to take part in when you purchase the Curvy Celebrations Variety Pack. Okay, more information coming on that soon. I think that's it for today. I hope to see you on Stampin' Scrap with Mary Knabe on Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I will be doing some embossed resist projects, a fun technique. And with that technique, I will be showing you our brand new blending brushes. So hope to see you soon. Thank you for sticking around for this long Facebook Live, twice as long as what I usually do. But like I said, I just had so much I wanted to share with you. Have a great Monday. Make some cards, send some cards, and you'll make somebody's day. Bye-bye.